So I haven't done a solo episode in a few weeks, but today I wanted to deep dive into a topic that is so relevant, especially during this festive season, and that is surviving and thriving in the holidays when you're single. Now, I know we would have already had Christmas because I've left it a little bit late to bring this episode out to you, but we've still got so much more of the holidays left. And I know how easy it is to get caught up in the holiday hustle and bustle, especially when society bombards us with images of happy couples, all loved up, all snuggled up together, enjoying Christmas, getting through family events together, and New Year's Eve, getting through that together. But I want you not to fear, because today we're going to unpack the idea that being single during the holidays is not a curse, but a precious gift. So, for those of you in Australia, hopefully it's warmed up a bit, because if you can't see me, I'm wearing a jumper and it's summer in Sydney and that should not be happening. However, that's where we're at. So let's imagine it's hot. Picture yourself on a beach. You've got your toes in the warm sand. You've got a refreshing drink, perhaps a cocktail in your hand. That's the vibe we're bringing to summer as a single woman. So it's not a challenge. This is an opportunity for growth, for self-discovery, and for you to revel in the unique joy of being unattached, right? So first things first, let's address the elephant in the room. This societal pressure to be part of a couple during the holidays is real. It's so real. It's on all the ads. It's on social media. It's probably from your family. And your worth is not defined by your relationship status. I know I say this over and over and over again, but it's because I need you to hear it. Your worth is not defined by your relationship status. So being single doesn't mean that you're deficient in something. It means that this is an amazing opportunity to enter the end of year and the new year learning about you, growing within yourself, giving yourself love, embracing where you're at, because you yourself are whole. I don't need you to find someone else to fill that gap, to allow you to become whole. They're not your better half. I know I say this stuff all the time because there's a lot of messaging out there that says that you're not whole, and it's not true. You are whole within yourself. So you don't need someone else to come in and fill that gap. So let's chat about, what you can do in this time, in this holiday time, to not only just kind of get through it, like claw your way through, but thrive in it, like really enjoy it, because this is a chance for you to get to know you and understand what you want, and to go into 2024 with a fresh set of with excitement and readiness and knowing what you want. Because I don't just want you, again, if you're just starting dating, don't just jump back into dating thinking, I'm ready to start dating. What is it you're looking for? Don't waste your time if you don't know what you're looking for yet, right? Don't waste your time if you don't know what's important to you, what your values are. Let's get really clear on what your deal breakers are. But first of all, let's use this opportunity to dive into self-care rituals for yourself, celebrating friendships that you have not seen in a while, hanging out with people. You could be exploring new hobbies. You could be going on solo travel. You could be making solo traditions that you might bring into your relationships in the future. Let's now chat about some practical steps that you can do, which will lead you to having this sense of self-discovery and empowerment over the holiday season, as opposed to loneliness or sadness or, I'm at the end of the year again by myself. It's okay for you to feel that way, but it's also okay for you to feel good by yourself. So there's a freedom that comes with being unattached at this time of year, right? I want you to think about that, because quite often we're thinking about the negative aspects of it. But what happens with me generally is that you have to travel to 1,000 different places over Christmas. We've now cut that back, thank goodness that we have our own little family. But sometimes when you're with a partner, you have to travel to their family. If their family's separated, they might have multiple families that you travel to. You've got your family, you might have friends. So if it's just you, you've got the idea, the freedom of being unattached, where you don't have to stress about finding a perfect couple's gift. You don't have to stress about having those awkward interfamily interrogations about your love life. I mean, that's not true. I'm sure your family will interrogate you about your love life, but your partner's family won't be there to interrogate you. And you have the freedom to make your own tradition. So this is a blank canvas, right? So let's use this opportunity. The practical things you can do. Let's talk about self-care, because you could indulge yourself in like your own spa day or having time by yourself. Go and put that face mask on and relax by yourself. Watch whatever you want on Netflix and enjoy that time by yourself. Because coming into the new year, this could be one of the last times that you have by yourself. So use it, enjoy it, create that space for you, embrace who you are. Like, think about what you've done over 2023 and celebrate that. That's what I've been doing with all of my clients leading up to the new year. Like, what have you gotten out of 2023? What is it that you want to bring forward into 2024? It's really cool to look at where you've come, because sometimes when we're so in it, when we're so in the game with ourselves, we forget to look and reflect on everything that we've done great in our lives in 2023. So now's the time to do that. Before we get to New Year's Eve, before we get to the end of the year, what is it that you want to celebrate for 2023? Okay, so let's chat about what you can do practically to enjoy this time. So first of all, like I said before, we've got self-care, right? What can you do to give back to yourself, to show yourself that you love yourself too? And that doesn't just have to be baths and pampering and manicures and face masks. Like, what is it that would mean that you care for yourself, that you love yourself? I know I share this really strange tip all the time, but my love language is acts of service. So for me right now, you can't see, but my office is chaos. And so when I finish working today with clients, I'm going to tidy up, because that is my act of self-love towards myself, to see my beautiful space tidy and organized and loved. I'm also a Virgo, so that might play into it. But what is a way that you can give back your self-love? How can you show yourself that you care for yourself, that you love yourself, that there's space there for someone else to love you? Have a think about that. Then I want you to think about the magic of friendship during the holidays, because, you know, whether we like it or not, when you find a partner, they take up space that possibly wasn't there before, space that possibly was being enjoyed with friends. And so time with friends gets minimized more, and time with your partner gets maximized more. So enjoy this time to spend with friends. I've had so many clients say they did Friendsgiving, which, you know, Thanksgiving is an American thing, but they've brought over here and done Friendsgiving, and I've loved that. You know, like, can you go on beautiful hikes with your friends? Can you go to the beach and just hang out? Can you just have a coffee at each other's house? Can you go out for a drink? I don't know, do whatever you want to do with friends, but hang out with friends. Create a supportive network around you of people that are wanting to enjoy this time too. People that celebrate that individuality, that can, you know, celebrate you for you and you celebrate them. Like, have a think about that. Another cool idea is to think about, like, what is a bucket list? What kind of things do I want to do over this holiday season that I can kind of tick off that is like, oh, I'm single and I'm loving it. I'm loving the holiday season. What kind of places do you want to explore? What kind of activities do you want to do? What kind of skills do you want to learn? Use this season, this time, as an opportunity to check off those lists and go, I did it. I made this thing happen while I was single. Because again, that time for yourself minimizes when you're in a relationship. Now, I always want you to have time for yourself, but time then goes towards your partner and the relationship as well. And the most important thing I want you to do, as I said before, is look back on 2023. What have you achieved? What is it that you feel like were your successes? What were your learnings? What have you realized that, you know, were there dates that you've went on that you thought, oh, that was not good, I don't want to do that again, like, or dates that were amazing? Were there relationships that were amazing? What is it that you want to carry through to 2024, and what is it that you want to leave? That's really important to think about. What are the things that you want to leave at 2023? What do you want to carry through? So when I used to work doing management, one of the things, and I'm sure a lot of people in corporate are aware of this, but it's stop, pause, continue. I think that might be what it is. So what is it that you want to stop at the end of the year? What things are just not working that you do not want to bring forward into 2024? What things do you kind of want to think about? And what things do you want to continue? What things are a yes that you definitely want to bring forward into 2024? And is there anything that you want to add that you don't have yet? right? This is a really cool opportunity to think about what it is that you want. And that list that you have for the person that you're bringing into your life in 2024, is it clear? Can you make it even more clear? Is there things you want to add? Is there things you want to delete? Like, have a think about that. Have a think about your values. Are you ready to jump into 2024, ready to go, ready to find love? And as always, I'm here to support you. So please reach out. Please get in contact if there's something that you're a little bit stuck with, because so often it is such a tiny little tweak that needs to happen. And if we can work on those belief systems and getting this, ready for you, let's start 2024 with a bang and get you finding love, because it's been a great year for a lot of people I know that I've worked with that have found love, that have found magic, that have found healthy relationships and things that they never ever thought were possible. And it's been so cool for me to witness that. So I will use this opportunity to say thank you to all of my amazing clients who have blessed me with the opportunity of being able to witness these love stories and this growth. And for those of you yet to come next year, I'm excited to meet you. And thank you for tuning into this podcast for the year, because this is so brand new. So I will see you all for the next episode, where I'm actually going to talk about couples and what they can do to plan for the year ahead together, because another cool topic. So if you're single, you can tune into that too, because it's another way to goal plan and to think about what you want for the next year. But thank you for joining me, and I'll chat to you next time.